So I came across this bracket to determine the best movie of the 1980s. Feel free to leave your picks in the comments. We're starting off with the number 1 seed, The Empire Strikes Back, against the number 16 seed, The Princess Bride. Starting off with a barn burner here, but I'm a big Star Wars guy. Empire's going to have to move on. Next up, Aliens and The Goonies. Now, I'm not the world's biggest Aliens fan. I've always preferred the first Alien, and The Goonies is a childhood classic for me. I have a lot of nostalgia for it, so I'm going to have that one move on here. Next up is two John McTiernan films in Die Hard and Predator. I think Predator is such a phenomenal movie. It's aged pretty well. That one's going to advance for me here. Now, I have a bone to pick with this next matchup. Why is Back to the Future the number 12 seed? That could easily be the number 1 seed. I mean, I love Airplane. It's one of the funniest movies ever made, but it stood no chance here in this first round. On the other side of the bracket, we have Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Breakfast Club. Obviously, both of these films are fantastic, but Raiders of the Lost Ark introduced us to one of the most iconic movie characters ever, so it'll advance here. Next up, we have Ghostbusters versus The Terminator. Now, I think the original Terminator film is still really underrated. I think it's the best movie of the franchise. I love the tone of it and the practical effects. So I'm actually going to have an advance here over Ghostbusters and a bit of an upset. Next up, this is a great matchup. E.T. and Blade Runner, both films from 1982. And to me personally, Blade Runner has just aged beautifully, a lot better than E.T. in my opinion. It's one of the best looking films ever made, so I'm going to have an advance here. Next up, another two great films, two of my all-time favorites, Ferris Bueller's Day Off and The Shining. The Shining might be the greatest horror film ever made. I'm going to have an advance here, but I don't feel good about it. Next up, The Empire Strikes Back versus The Goonies. Again, I love The Goonies. It's a childhood favorite of mine, but Empire Strikes Back is iconic. Then we have Predator and Back to the Future. Back to the Future takes this pretty comfortably. And on the other side, we have Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Terminator. And although I like Terminator, Raiders of the Lost Ark wins this pretty decisively as well. Then Blade Runner or The Shining. Two great films. But like I mentioned, The Shining might be the greatest horror film of all time. It's got a great Jack Nicholson performance. Shelley Duvall is great. I'm going to have that advance to the Final Four. Our first Final Four matchup is The Empire Strikes Back versus Back to the Future. I mean, Back to the Future is just a perfect movie. Everybody and their mother loves this film. I'm going to have it advance to the finals, but it's really close. This is a 7-game series. Then we have Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Shining. Now, although I love Raiders and I acknowledge how iconic it is, I've actually always preferred The Last Crusade. And I mean, The Shining is just a perfectly crafted film. I'm going to have it advance here, just slightly getting the edge over Raiders. Which leads us to the finals, Back to the Future versus The Shining, the 12 seed versus the 11 seed. Both of these films were really disrespected by whoever made this bracket. But regardless, Back to the Future wins here. One of the best films ever made. I think it's the best film of the 80s. Let me know what you think in the comments.